Hi, how is everyone today? I'd like to make a couple of comments on some things that I've seen and heard in the media the last few days concerning the coronavirus. Dr. Anthony Fauci has done several newsreels this week, and the one that I heard that he did Wednesday kind of made me a little bit angry the way he put it. It wasn't truthful. It was very biased, and it was biased with fear. And so I just want to address it. Perhaps some of you are feeling the same way, that a lot of the things that we hear in the media are really trying to cause fear and pandemonium. And I just think it's the wrong way of going about it. So I'm going to give my take on it. Hopefully this will encourage. I always want to be encouraging when I do any of these videos. I want to be very encouraging because this is a hard time we're all going through. And I think we need all the encouragement, upliftment that we can get. So when I was listening to him on his newsreel, he did have some wisdom. So I'm not going to completely throw out the baby with the bathwater. He said that this is a real problem. It is. Coronavirus is killing people. That's real. That's real. The numbers are growing. That's real. But there was a lot to the video, and I think it was what he didn't say that was frustrating to me. And in some ways, that's true of all of the newsreels I've seen since this whole thing started. It's what is not being said that's important. And so I want to say what's not being said. Yes, we're going to keep having plagues. This is a plague. It is a very real modern day plague. It is affecting the entire world. And yes, we're going to have this plague, but we're going to continue to have plagues. Plagues have been with us since the beginning of time and will be with us to the end of time. So that's a given. That's part of life. You can't get through life without a plague. You can't put enough fences around yourself to keep away every plague. Plagues will hit. People will die. That's where we live. We live in the real world. The real world has these types of things. So that is more realistic, I think, than some of the things I'm hearing on the news. It's a realism that we're in this right now and people are dying. It's terrible. It's terrible. But it is a fact of being human. We do die from plagues. We die from a lot of things. But here's what's not being said. And I think this will be interesting to a lot of you. He didn't talk about the 3,287 deaths yesterday and every day in America due to car fatalities. That's the number. 3,287 people died on America's freeways yesterday due to wrecks, accidents, fatalities happened. But nobody mentions it. Today, as I'm doing this video, and by the end of this evening, another average of 3,287 people will die from car fatalities. They're not mentioning that. It's all about coronavirus. People are still dying. And the funny thing is, these people don't have compromised immune systems. The people that are dying out there in a car wreck are babies that have lives ahead of them. They're middle-aged. They're mothers of small children where the small children need them. It's tragic. It's tragic. But that's not what's in the news. So that's just kind of the tip of the iceberg of what I see, how we're being duped as a society to think that, this is right, that they've closed down America because of this virus. It's not killing as many people as accidents on the freeway. But yet we've closed down the economy and we've hurt so many families. And I'm not saying that it's been wrong to close it down, because President Trump was pressured. He was pressured because globally everyone's being pressured to do the right thing for this. But is it the right thing? And is it false pressure? That's the question. The other thing that Anthony Fauci did not mention were the deaths from heart disease and stroke, which, by the way, are growing every year. They're not declining. We're not getting a handle on why people have stroke and heart disease. We're not meeting the need there at all. It keeps growing. It keeps growing in percentage. That's not a good thing. So let's look at those amounts. So yesterday, from stroke and heart disease, we're looking at 3,000, maybe 4,000 people that died because of stroke and heart disease, because it's up to 800,000 a year. Yes. And that wasn't mentioned on the news either. No one's addressing that. And so much to do with what causes stroke and heart disease is nutritional. It is diet. It is how we take care of ourselves. It is stoppable, but it's going to impinge on people's personal liberty to make them change. Are you seeing it here? That's kind of political, to force someone to eat healthy so they won't die of stroke and heart disease. And I'm not saying we have to implement systems that force people to eat right. I'm not saying that. But we have human rights, and we have the right to eat poorly or to eat better. But when it comes to our right to work in the middle of a coronavirus scare, we don't have that right, because the hospitals will be too full to handle the number of cases that will come in. That's the reason we are not working right now in America. That's the reason people are out of work, because the hospitals are unable to handle the inundation with the sick that have compromised immune systems, that need ventilators, that need ICU units. Are you starting to see the picture here? That's why we've shut down America, is because we can't handle it in the hospitals. So we're in a mess. Granted, there's no easy fix. There's no easy fix. I don't have an easy fix, okay? I'm not saying I have an easy fix, but we need to look ahead. We will have another plague. It's just going to happen. It may be 20 years from now. It may be 10 years from now. It may be 2 years from now. This is not the end all of plagues. This is not the end all of plagues. We will have another plague. So we need to start now, right now in our society. Let's just talk about America. The world needs to do it, but let's talk about America. We need to start to fix the health problems that plague our nation, because those that are dying of coronavirus are the ones with compromised bodies. They have asthma. They have issues with heart disease. They're diabetic. Their immune systems are compromised because of these things. Okay. Most of those things can be fixed. I would say 90% of those things can be fixed with proper diet, proper exercise, proper supplementation, and proper sleep. And the reason I say that is because this is what I do for a living. People come to me with diabetes. They come to me with issues where their doctors have said they have a bad heart. They have had issues where they've needed stents put in, and they're wanting to try to get healthier. So we change their diet. We cause them to start exercising in the right way for them, because it's not the same for everyone. And they go back to the doctor, and the doctor says, well, we checked and things are looking better. Your cholesterol levels have gone down. You're healthier. All of it can change. I do it all the time. I see it all the time. And I'm not the only one in America doing this. There are many people out there that are incredible at changing people's health through diet, supplementation, and exercise. Okay? There's millions of us available. But what I'm saying is we have to utilize the knowledge we have. It's all over the internet. You could go on the internet anywhere right now and click in, what is a healthy diet? And you would have 1,000 websites come up that you can go to and plug into and get on a healthy diet. It's not that difficult. There's personal trainers and sports nutritionists and health experts like me all over the place that you can consult with. Easy consultation. They'll work out a plan for you. I'll work out a plan for you as to what you should eat, how you should supplement, how many times a week you should exercise, what types of exercises, videos of exercises. It's not that difficult, but we have to change here first. We've become a lazy nation. We go to the doctor, we take a pill. The pill masks the symptom. The cholesterol goes down, the body is still compromised. That pill did not uncompromise you. It is a change in diet, a change in nutrition, a change in exercise that will help you. It's not that pill. We have to walk away from the old system that gives you a pill and says, you're great. That's the lazy man's way out. And that's why, a big reason why, Not the only reason why, but it is a big reason why none of us are working right now. Everything's been shut down. So many of us are out of work. The unemployment levels have skyrocketed because people are so sick because they haven't done self-care for years and years and years and years. And now they're in that compromised zone. God bless them. I am very compassionate toward them. I help these kind of people all the time to get out of that mess. But when you have too many people in that mess, and we have 40% or more obesity and metabolic disease in the United States right now due to bad diet, no exercise, a lazy lifestyle. That's why we're filling the hospitals so fast with coronavirus patients, because those are the ones that can't fight. Are you seeing the picture? We've let ourselves go. We've put ourselves in a spot, and we got to dig ourselves out now. And you know, it's not going to be easy. We're already in it. We're already in it. So my thoughts are, what can you do today to change your life, to change your family's lives, and to help anyone within your voice range to change as well? I think we need to look at that. I think we need to look at that. Now, another thing I'd like to say, because I think it really makes a point, is when Dr. Anthony Fauci was speaking, here's what he said, and I quote, "There is no known cure in the world for coronavirus." He said that on Wednesday on a newsreel. And I think that's what made me make this video, because that is not a true statement. And I'm going to prove it. I'm going to prove it. In China, right now, the numbers, they could fluctuate a little from this, but this is the numbers most recently in China. 81,394 people in China contracted coronavirus. Okay? Remember that. 81,394 contracted coronavirus. 3,295 died of coronavirus. The percentages on this are crazy. That's 4%. That's 4%. Now, granted, that's a lot of loss of lives. That's a lot of loss of lives. Plagues do that. They cause loss of lives. But 96% were cured without any known cure in the world for coronavirus. Wow. Wow. How could Dr. Fauci say there is no known cure for coronavirus in the world? There has to be. And you know what it is? It's the human body's ability to fight. Those 96% of those people in China, their body went to the task and it fought, and their immune defenses came up and their immune system fought. And guess what? They don't even have any side effects. From what we're seeing, people are walking away from this with no side effects. They're walking away from it and they're rejoining their life. That's what we're seeing. So they were cured. Wow. They were cured without a vaccine. They were cured without medicine. They were cured. And many of those stayed at home. They weren't even hospitalized, but they were cured. Wow. I'm amazed. I'm kind of like looking at my own body right now. I'm going, wow, this is a really amazing thing right here that we have. Because inside of us is this amazing immune system that's been put in us for the healing of our bodies. And there is a cure for coronavirus, and it is your immune system. Now, in a healthy body, it works. And I'm going to say this. Of those 96% in China that were cured, that walked away from this, I'll bet you they weren't all super healthy. I bet they were just moderately so, because China's a very poor nation. It is. It's poor. I don't know if any of you have been there, but it is not a thriving place where everyone is rich and has 3 cars and a big house. It's a very poor nation. So in a very poor nation, you're not going to have people that are quite as healthy because they don't have as much to access. They don't have as much money to go out and buy the best of the best, like many of us in America do. So that was a moderately healthy group. A lot of those people were moderately healthy. But even with moderate health, they were able to spring back. So that is encouraging. When I think about it, I get excited, I get encouraged, and I'm thinking, wow, this is being overblown, because there's so many people that are healing from this without a vaccine, without anything. But we're going to be hit again. Okay, this plague will end someday. This plague will end. It will end. It'll be spotty. There won't be as much of it. It's what always happens with plagues. They kind of run their course. But there will be another one. It'll come behind this one. And like I said, I don't know when. None of us do. But what will you do today to get ready? What will you do? Will you sit down and get a measuring tape? Get a measuring tape. Get a yardstick. Measure your health. A great way to measure your health. How many times have you been sick this last year? How many medications do you take? How do you feel? It's a great yardstick. I don't take any medications. I feel great. I'm 60 years old. I work out every day. I cycle 20 miles a day. I haven't been sick in 18 years with even a sniffle. How do you feel? What is your yardstick saying? If your yardstick's saying that you're sick and that you're needing help, then you need to change. That's what I did. I changed at 18 years old. I decided I wanted to be healthy the rest of my life. I stopped doing processed sugar. I stopped doing a lot of things that my parents and my family all did. I read a book and I decided I'm changing. And that's led me to where I am today, which is in incredible health. So if I can change, you can change. And I'm challenging you to do that today. If there's anything that I can do, anything at all, email me. My email will be shown across the top of the page. Email me and let me know. I'm willing to help. I'm willing to help you. I'll make you out a program. I'll help you with a diet. I'll help you with a healthy eating plan. I'll help you with exercises. I'll help you with stretches. I can do whatever is necessary for you. Just let me know, okay? And I'm so appreciative of you sticking with me today and listening to it. And you have a great day. Thanks. Bye.